Hey, I'm Scott. I am an American in Pattaya. Right now I'm in Pattaya, and I'm gonna do a little video giving you a few tips on if you wanna move to, say, Bangkok. Then you can decide where you wanna live in Thailand afterwards, whatever it may be. But if you just wanna move here, and this goes for Bangkok or wherever, but really in Bangkok, because of the transportation, just because things are easier in Bangkok to start out with, if you don't really know the country. You really should know the country before you move here. But okay, let's just say you need to know a few things about moving over here and what kind of things are you going to need? What kind of tips can I give you to help you? So number one is the visa setup. You got to get your visa set up to where you're going to be legitimate here. That's just first and foremost. You need to figure it out. You need to either get yourself a retirement visa or a marriage visa or whatever it may be. You need to get that set up so that it's no problem for you to live here. That's first and foremost. You need to figure out how you're going to do it and have a plan. Implement that plan to get your visa. So that's one, okay? Number two is to install language and translation apps on your phone. I know this may sound simple. Put on a Google app for translate, put on a Thai language app. And that way, if you're learning Thai, you can go to those apps and you can say, hey, this is the word I'm looking for. What do you think about this? And you can show a Thai person and they'll know what you're talking about. The third thing is to sign up for a language class. I know that some people don't care if they learn how to speak Thai or not. I'm of the opinion it benefits you greatly to learn how to speak Thai. You really need to learn how to speak Thai. You need to learn how to read Thai. You don't always need to write it, but it helps to learn how to write it a little bit, but especially to read it, because then you know about the words that you are speaking. That will help you immensely. And also, you can play smart. I'm sorry, I don't speak Thai. And you sit back and you listen to people talk and you wonder, what are they talking about? How are they talking about me? What's going on? You can do that. And also, you know what they're saying, whether it's they know that you speak Thai or not. And also, you just know more about the culture. Once you start learning the language, you start knowing about things that you might not know about if you don't speak the language. Okay, the next thing, open a bank account. And this may necessitate getting a paper from the embassy saying where you are living, or you may need to get a certificate of residency. Now, what this means is you're going to have a place to stay, which brings me to the next point, which is you need to have a place set up for you where you live. Maybe you stay in a hotel for a couple of weeks, you go looking around, or you look for a place from the States, you come on a preliminary mission, you find a place, you say, listen, I want to move in a month. You got a month to get squared away, you come over, boom, you got a place, you move right in. Okay, you need to know where you're going to live, and you need to have a place, whether it's an apartment, a house, townhouse, whatever it may be. Get yourself set up with a place to live. That's very, very important. You're going to open a bank account. You're going to need to know, you're going to need to have an address so that you can do that. Then you got the bank account. You got a bank account. You're taking your language course. You got language apps on your phone. You're doing well. Then you go and you get yourself a SIM. I don't care when you do it, but you get yourself a SIM card. I personally recommend AIS. Now, what you can do is, instead of going prepaid, where you just put money on and then you just pay as you go, what you do is you tell them, I want, this is after you get your retirement visa, I want a postpaid plan. Now, for foreigners who don't have a work permit, they only give you a 500 baht limit. Now, they give you a 500 baht limit, and you should get the 399 baht plan that gives you 60 gigs of bandwidth. That's more than enough. And you also get, you might have to pay a little bit for some messages or whatever, but you get 200 minutes of free phone time. So you don't need to be talking on the phone if you're not talking online, which brings me to the next point, which is you need line. But you got AIS. They have these plans. There's $399, $499. You're going to get the $399 plan. The reason is the $499 plan is not as good as the $399 plan, and the $399 plan is as cheap as you're going to get. You're not going to get any cheaper than 399 baht. You don't need phone time. You don't need any of that. You make your call. It's a little 2-minute call, 5-minute call. Hey, what's up? Yeah, boom, done. That just comes off of the accrued 200 minutes that you get every month. So that's not very many, but you don't need to talk on the actual phone. You need to talk on, say, Line, Messenger, Skype, whatever it is, WhatsApp. That's how you usually talk. The next thing, what is this, number 6, 7, is install Line. You need to install the Line app. Install the Line app, get it set up. Then you register for Line Pay. Once you've got Line Pay set up, you go and get a BTS card. You get the BTS card hooked up to Line Pay. You have Line Pay, you have BTS, right? That's all working. When you need to make a payment for your electric bill, you just put it, you go, oh, I'm going to put 2,000 baht on my card. You put 2,000 baht on your line. You got money on your line, and you go, oh, my electric bill's due right now, or it's due in 10 days. It's 1,200 baht. You make the 1,200 baht payment, right? Done deal. You can pay for water, electric, many things. You can send money to people. So I think Line is very important. And not only that, you can communicate online with people, and you don't have to pay for the phone call. It's free. You call them on their Line app, and that's what you use in Thailand is the Line app. You call them on their Line app, you speak for free. Now, I talked about the BTS card. You want to get a BTS card. Very important. Get a BTS card, get a CityLink card, and get an MRT card. Now, if you're over 60, sorry. If you're over 60, go to the MRT and bring your passport and say, I am over 60, I want the elder card. And they'll say, okay. You get 50% off of all fares. So if the fare is normally 40 baht, you're paying 20 baht. It's a good deal. BTS does not operate that way. They do not give the discount to the Farang. They only give it to the Thais, which, that's the way it goes. The next is make sure you have insurance. Make sure you're covered, or you have plenty of money in the bank, because you're going to need it. It's always beneficial to have insurance, and that's just the way that it goes. Now, something else you can do is make sure you know about the 90-day notice, the 90-day report. The thing with the 90-day report is don't worry about your visa. Just forget about your visa. Think about the 90-day report. If you set foot on the 1st of January, you have 90 days. You have 89 days. On the 90th day, you're going to have to file and say, I'm going to stay longer than 90 days. You need to give that report to immigration. Now, you usually do it a week in advance. You can do it online. You can mail it in. And if you really want to, which I don't recommend this, you can go in. I don't recommend that because you want as little interaction with immigration as necessary. You don't want to make their job more difficult. You don't want to be the Farang who catches somebody on a bad day. You just want to do your business and keep rolling on. And the best way to do it is online, and then you can mail something in. If you're using an agent, a lot of the agents will do it for you, and you don't have to worry about it. The same goes with the next thing on my list, which is the TM30. TM30 is if you live in an apartment, your apartment manager is going to have to file the TM30. They're going to have to send it in. They do it online. Then if you go somewhere else, let's say you go to, you're in Bangkok and you come to Pattaya, stay in a hotel. When you come back, they actually take your passport and then they send that paperwork to immigration. Now, immigration knows you're in Pattaya. You leave. You go back to Bangkok. Somebody has to report that you're back in Bangkok. Okay? That's either you, your apartment owner, your homeowner. If you're the homeowner, it's you, whatever. But you need to get that done. You need to make sure that you get that squared away. Again, if you're using an agent, the agent usually takes care of that. Okay? You need to figure out how to move money here. For some people, they use an ATM card. And sometimes they don't ever pay any fees. The banks waive the fees. The banks refund the fees from Thailand because Thailand charges fees. The U.S. charges fees. I don't know about Australia and the U.K., but you want to try to pay, obviously, as few fees as possible. And you can use something like Wise, which is the next step. Sign up for Wise. Wise is a very good service. I've never had a problem with them, and I've been using them for years. You can sign up for Wise, you can get yourself a Wise account, and you'll be able to transfer from, say, the United States right to Thailand, or you can get a US account, get a Wise card. You don't even need to transfer to the bank in Thailand. You can just charge right from your card. You can do it that way. It's great. So you need to sign up for a Wise account, if not a Wise card. Also, now, you can do something like get a Magic Jack. A Magic Jack is a program that allows you to call North America, if you're an American, allows you to call North America for free. Cell phone, landline, whatever it is, doesn't matter. If you're not using that, then set something up like for WhatsApp, Skype, Zoom, whatever it is, back with your country, so that your friends and family knows exactly how to get a hold of you and how you can get a hold of them. You can talk, and guess what? It doesn't cost any money. There are no long distance phone calls any longer. Number 15, buy appliances. I know people don't think about this, but mosquito. Try to get some appliances when you first get here. It'll make your life a little bit easier. And if you are someone who likes to cook, you're gonna need this stuff. Get a toaster, get an air fryer, get a hot water maker, get a rice cooker, get a wok. Washer and dryer would be nice. You can get those things. But start thinking about what appliances you need, and then stock up on those things. And then guess what? You're at home. Everything's at home. You got everything you need. You don't really need to go out. You go out when you want to go out. You do things when you want to do them, not because, oh, I've got to take my laundry down to the corner and get my laundry done, or, oh, I don't have any rice, I'm going to have to go and buy it. You don't have to do any of that stuff. Last but not least, make sure that you have shipped all your goods over here. And I know that sounds, that might sound a little bit odd, but don't forget the things you have at home. Either sell them, give them away, ship them, whatever it might be. Throw them away, give them away, sell them, or ship them. So if you need to ship things over here, I know, sometimes you might need to ship a half a container, a full container, a quarter container, 2 containers, whatever it is. If you're shipping over furniture or anything like that, get that all set up before you come over. Make sure you got the timing right. And then, by the time you get here, within, say, a month, you're copacetic, you got everything you need, you're moved in, and you are moved here permanently. And that is your goal, to move here permanently, or until, if and when Thailand changes so much that maybe you don't want to be here anymore, and then you got to figure out what you're going to do. So, I don't know. Just saying. That's all I have. I am Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. Until next time, Chok Di Leo Jerkan Mai. That's good luck, and see you later. Remember to click the thumbs up. Remember to subscribe. Remember to join. Remember to look in the description. Help out however you can, whether it's watching or whatever it may be. Do that. If you are moving over here and you need help, please get in touch with me. You can do so, and I will gladly help you. Could be a little relationship you got going on. You don't know what to do. Could be questions about the procedures of moving here. It could be a number of things. But if you need help, I've been here almost 30 years now, almost half my life. I can help. Okay? Until next time.